Going live. And we're live. What's happening, everybody? I gave you so much warning. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Night City Wire Episode 5 event here on the Combo Blazing channel. I'm one of your hosts, Eddie, along with my bro, the Inverted Gamer himself, Sheps. How's it going, bro?
It's going good. How's it going with you?
Oh, it's going great with me, actually. Let me just turn off this desktop audio that's going on in the background.
How are you doing? High Quality Potato, Cuba.
Welcome, lads. Welcome. Today,
I was about to read out you, but that's just the name of the...
Hey, Combroplations, that guy over there, that guy over there. So we had a cool day today. Happy PS5 day for everybody who's not in America. Isak Manny, there we go. You just got out of the shower. Well,
thanks for the
pictures.
visual. Yeah.
Pictures? I mean,
we're
not going to have that?
No.
All right.
No, doesn't do that.
Anyway, we're going to be watching the Night City Wire event with you guys today. Hopefully getting some PS5 footage, we hope, out of this event.
I mean, we've teased that in the title because look, let's be honest, it's clickbait, right? We're shilling for YouTube, but
we need it.
It's kind of been rumored.
Yes,
they've been subtly hinting, teasing, if you will, that it will be PlayStation footage. So we're chucking it out because we're shameless like that.
We hope so.
Caden, how's it going, my gamer? Dash, how you doing, bro?
Hey, bruh. Welcome, lads. Welcome. I'm just going to grab you a phone charger because your phone is...
It's almost at half battery.
It's almost at half battery, so...
I cannot tolerate it. Damn. Not even wearing the Conversation Cyberpunk official merch. That's true, we're not wearing that. But I mean, I am wearing Cyberpunk merch, inverted like a fighter pilot. So, just saying. There is merch. Link in the descriptions. In fact, have we got a thing for the assets to pop up, Ed? You're the worst. This is such a subpar stream. If you guys are new around here, if you go to one of our more recent videos, it should have at some point in it assets of us popping up like floating heads, showing off our merch, which is pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. Kuba, have you guys had a chance to play something on the PS5 bit? Yeah, man, we played a bit of Astro's Playroom. We played a very little bit of Bugsnax, which... Surprisingly, Bugsnax looks like it could be a ton of fun.
Yeah.
It's surprisingly dark.
It was strange. We wasn't expecting it to be what it was, right? It's really weird.
I could see that being surprisingly good. And we played a little bit of COD as well, which we got wrecked. It's been literally 5 years since I've played COD properly.
So long.
But also we were on the base stuff, and there were already people on there that were level. You know how it is. Within a few days, man's a...
There's always going to be those people that they are in the COD, they are in the Matrix type thing, and we're no longer that. We did. I'm looking for. I downloaded a bunch of games that are available for free if you're a PS Plus member, like God of War, Days Gone, Uncharted 4. I'm looking forward to playing Days Gone at 60 FPS. That's going to be really, really cool. I really like it. I've got to say,
we played COD at 120 FPS.
We didn't do that. I bought COD so I could just play at 120 FPS
for it
because I thought that would be a really cool experience. And my TV is 120 hertz. Turns out my TV specifically, I don't know what it is.
We did this with the camera last time as well.
Yeah.
When we had our camera, we bought the only camera that stopped at 29 minutes.
Yeah, we did. So my TV for some reason only does 120 FPS when it's connected to a PC, and a PC specifically needs to give it the correct type of prompt signal to do it. It can't just receive any 120 FPS signal and for it to work. Freaking
much frustration.
Very frustrating. So I'm really, really pissed off about that.
Yeah.
Isak says, I think Cyberpunk doesn't even exist. It's just to play to get Eddie to empty his bank account for merch.
That is it.
I mean, they've succeeded already. So, I think it's actually coming out now, because if you guys saw my tweet promoting the stream, they've paid for the hashtag and the little icon next to the hashtag on Twitter.
Yes.
I think that's pretty much confirmed right there. Pretty much confirmed.
If you do if you type in PlayStation, hashtag PS5 and all that stuff, and you like it, it comes up with the little PlayStation, that sort of thing, which Twitter is starting to do now, which I actually really dig them. But
and Kuba says, I've just got to say, I love the PS5 controller so far.
So do we.
The freaking highlight.
Sick.
It's a party piece right now. Oh god, Damo, bro, if you have any way of being cooler and being more tech savvy than me and figuring it out, I did try it. It was at 1080p. I know it's at 1080p, 120 frames per second. It's not any more than that. I've tried everything. I also did some searching, and I found one review site that was going into the nitty gritty of all the refresh rates and everything, and it said that it was only available for when it's connected to a PC, specifically getting a prompt. If you want to search for it, it's a LG OLED 55C6V. Search for that TV. See if you got any sort of tips and tricks you can send me. I'll happily try it again, but my research showed that I was an idiot. And my research is usually quite good.
It's pretty decent. You don't do it before you do the thing.
Yeah. I just went to search for a thing and it said 120 hertz. I was like, done, lads. All right.
Good enough.
Done.
So yeah, it's unfortunate, but I mean, since you saw the difference between 60 FPS versus 30 FPS with fidelity, I think you're starting to, me and Ethan were saying the other day that like frame rates always go frame rate, almost always, and I think like you're starting to see, but like look, the visual fidelity is incredible, but something about the smoothness of 60 FPS still beats it out almost always.
I think it might be, and this is going to sound like a console peasant type thing to say and whatnot, but because we've always been on 30 FPS for a lot, and all we've seen is the bumping graphics get higher and higher and higher, and I'm like, I want a gorgeous looking game. I don't care if it's 30 frames per second. Yeah. But having that toggle right there where you just flick to 60 and it's like, well, shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect that coming in, and it's totally right. 60 FPS is amazing.
That's right, because if you had like the regular game and all it was 30 FPS or 30 FPS with the visual fidelity, you always bump it up.
Yeah.
But now you have frame rate.
And I have the option right there. It's just a flick, done.
Yeah, but now you have frame rate.
There you go. Don't feel bad. My monitor won't allow me to do 1440p 120, which is odd, but it does allow me to do 1080 120, even though it's a HDMI 2.0 and that is odd.
That's very bizarre.
That's strange.
So an HDMI 2.0 and it's a 165 hertz monitor, but it won't let you do 120 at 1440p. That's strange.
Really weird that.
I will say again, like, I will sacrifice the visual quality. 1080p at 120, incredible. I'll take that all day long. Maybe you change that for a game like God of War.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I think I'd probably still pick the frame rate. 1080 is good enough for those games. They still look gorgeous.
We'll see.
So I mean, yeah, it's something that, at least it's there. You can flick backwards and forwards. Like there will be somebody that's like, I don't really care about the frame rate. I just want it to look incredible. And for that person, I'm glad the option's there. And for me, where I just want it to be like as many frames as possible, as smooth as possible, then it's there for me.
Lovely.
Exactly.
What's dancing? Right. So we are 18 and a bit minutes away, lads. Hopefully we're going to get some PS5 gameplay like we said before.
Apparently the monk's gone dodgy.
Oh god, again? Who says that? Monk's gone dodgy.
Dan said it. I think that's what Josh is reacting to.
Yeah. All right, guys. Do you hear some dodginess with the mic? Let me pull it up so we can hear what
Josh,
it's saying.
Victor, Batfan, how you doing, boys?
Yeah, we sound a little robot-y.
Echoey. The audio is
Eddie, you sound like an Android.
And I sound like an iPhone.
That's pretty cool.
Does it sound back?
It's gonna pop for a few seconds. Done.
That's way better. Yeah.
There we go.
I love this. Straight away, they're like, Chrombros are T800s confirmed.
Don't out us out, man. That we're supposed to be an infiltration unit.
Josh, I'm doing okay. I could be better if I'd had my PS5 today, which I don't, because the pre-order got cancelled for no reason.
And on top of that, I mean, that was injustice, right?
Yeah.
It was an absolute
They still have
injustice.
your money.
They still have my money, which is fucking ridiculous. But then on top of that, we got rays of hope occasionally when we went to all the other websites when they were live.
Yeah.
John Lewis allowed me to put the PS5 into the basket, and I put in my delivery details, and then it just went, nah, sorry, mate. Don't know why that was. Game didn't even load. Curry's, as it turns out, they messed up everything, so they're going to do it all again.
Yeah.
George got one, though. George got one.
Yeah, that's good. At least one
Good
of
for him.
Welford's got one. The talented one.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew you were a fan of Cyberpunk, but to go that far and change your voices...
We got them cybernetic enhancements, right?
I just got done playing some AC Valhalla, played that and Spider-Man Miles Morales. How's your AC Valhalla running? Is it running any better than on the PS4?
Yeah, that's what I really want to know. They did. Digital Foundry, by the way, did a comparison between the PS5 and the Xbox Series X.
Oh, yeah?
Turns out that the PS5 runs flawlessly at 60 FPS and the Xbox does not.
Wait, are you suggesting that we who've been claiming that the PlayStation would actually end up being far more user-friendly and better, even though on paper it's not so good?
Don't know what you're talking about, man. We're complete. We don't know anything.
We're just shills. We're frauds. We're frauds. That's all it is. God damn it, Chebs. Hopefully you'll get it soon. Yeah, man. It would be good, mainly because, like, I was supposed to have it. You know, we pre-ordered it, same place as Ed, and for some reason they were just like, yeah, the second one's cancelled. This one's cancelled. And it wasn't like we were using the same name, same address, sort of stuff. Like, it was different names, you know, different addresses, all that stuff. So it was just an order that they decided would be cancelled. And they were like, there was an error. It's unexplained. So you're not getting it. Frank. So what you can do, man. I haven't had any glitches or bugs on AC. From footage I saw, it seems better on PS5. So did you have any bugs at all on AC Valhalla on your PS4, though, or previous generation? Time to go to Ethan's house and take his PS5 by 4 ships. Did you not see my tweet, D? I was like, Ethan tweeted out that he got his, and I was like, this guy stole my PS5, and now he's mocking me, trying to start some Twitter drama, because, you know, always helps out YouTube channels, some drama. I'm probably going to have to wait for a mid-gen refresh. What for, Victor? I missed something. Did you fellas set up the PS5? We did set up the PS5. Sounds good. I'm probably going to have to wait for a mid-gen refresh. What? So, like, you're not going to get a PS5 until, for like another few years, until there's like a... Because you broke. Yeah, I mean, that's a good reason not to get a gaming console. But, and I will say this, and it probably could cut down your time frame depending on how you want to do things. The PS5 all digital edition, incredible value for money. You know, you're getting a full steak and chips PS5 for $369. That's if you could get one today. So I mean, that's incredible value. Plus, when you get PS Plus, which you need to play online, which you'll probably be getting anyway, you get things like God of War, Ratchet and Clank, Days Gone, Final Fantasy 15, Persona 5, which is I think is the highest rated PlayStation game of all time. Like, it's a really incredible deal. No PS5. Had a shit day today, but now I can watch my favorite AC YouTubers. You better be talking about someone else. You better be leaving the stream, David Bindis. I'm not having that. Disgusting. This guy didn't even hug Leo. I'm getting my PS5 next year. My sister has to pay for car driving lessons, so she can't buy me one right now. Well, mate, I mean, if it's getting bought for you, that's pretty sick. Let's not beat around the bush here. Victor, I agree it's incredible value, but I have loads of physical games. Yeah, that's exactly why I'm going with the disc drive. Plus, I like having the disc. I like having the cases. I like having them on my bookshelves and stuff. And also, I have a lot of discs, you know, DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff. So I don't know when I'll be able to get one. I mean, I wouldn't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. I just want it because, you know, like my bro's got one, you know, and it's literally a place. It's the PlayStation, isn't it? It's the place to play games. So
yeah.
If my boy's got one, I want one.
How's everybody doing? Oh shit, we got 16 people up in here, guys.
How's
thank
it,
you
boys?
so much for
we
being
need
here.
to tweet this bad boy.
Yeah, I've actually tweeted it already myself. Oh god, what's that? What did I do?
Tweet this biznitch. Josh didn't realise this was now. Well, yes, it's before the Cyberpunk Night City Wire, and then during the Night City Wire, and then after the Night City Wire.
That's right. If you guys could like the stream as well, and if you can share it as well, that's really helpful. It helps us grow, helps the channel get better, and yeah, you get to see about it. Tweet, psh, make a fleet about it.
Sony's saying it's going to support the PS4 for 3 more years. Eases my pain. I mean, I don't. First of all, I hope you're running a PS4 Pro. I'm just going to say that because I'm running a PS4 and it is showing its age. It still did incredibly well. Like I'm still impressed that it's running Ghost of Tsushima as well. It is because I'm still playing Legends, Doom Eternal, The Last of Us 2, God of War. Like it's running those games great still, but this thing just blows out of the water, you know. And I haven't even compared it. When I go home tonight or sometime in the next few days when we'll jump on Legends together, it's gonna bug me because we talk over Discord, so you're gonna be like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah.
And I'll still be loading up the
God,
game.
you're still coming in. Jesus, man. Oh, you have a Slim and it's running well. Well, if it's running well, that's great. It will start to now drift apart because it's a bit like, you know, when someone the PlayStation's now dropping a second gear and it's going to zoom off now. So the distances are going to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah, for sure.
Cyberpunk, more like Cyber Bad. No, that didn't work. Cyber Badunk. That doesn't.
No. Cyberpunk.
That's a swing and a miss there.
Cyberpunk's good.
Cyberpunk is good, yeah. That sounds like something Zahir would say because he calls God of War God of Bore.
Yeah, frick that guy. God of War's sick.
What a
Alex,
loser.
Is it time for some gaming? It's time for some gaming. Potentially.
A gaming.
I mean, to be honest, and we've put it in the title because we're shameless, but like we need to see the PS5 footage of this thing.
Yeah.
And not PS4 either. I don't want to see PS4 and PS5. I want to see PS5.
That's the thing, because showing PS4, we know it's not going to be impressive.
Close.
It's going to be basic.
Just looking at the load times of this thing, it's like on paper it's only 3 or 4 times more powerful. In reality, this thing's like 20 times the performance.
Yeah.
You know, so
just a little thing for everybody who's at our True Gamer Plus and above tier, anyone who has decided to help us out and support us on Patreon. Today, we finalised the signing of all of the covers and packaging them and getting ready to send them out.
They look good.
You guys are going to be getting those pretty soon. We'll put up another post on Patreon and the Discord server when we've sent them out. But that part is done. All that's left is for me to go to the post office and send it out, which I might do tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be good. It'd be good to start getting some feedback on it. See if everybody finds all the little Easter eggs that we put in and what they make of their messages and stuff.
Yeah.
I managed to come up with something on the spot, which I was very... I will pat myself on the back for this, boys.
I think you should. You should, yeah.
Yeah, some of you got dicked. And I'm so happy with how it turned out.
There we go. Thoughts on 007, but was that the IO Interactive game that they announced? I saw IO Interactive tease they were like going to announce something big.
Oh, really?
They're making a 007 game. I haven't, obviously today's just been laser focused on PS5.
Yeah.
Nothing else in the world matters.
I'm trying to get the TV to run at
Yeah, that was a fucking nightmare. But yeah.
They said the PlayStation footage was coming soon, so maybe we'll be part of this hopefully. Yeah, that's what we're hoping. And for us, that's enough. Like, it's thin, but it's enough to put it in the title and hopefully, like, scavenge those YouTube views. You know?
Which is what our entire YouTube career is about.
The bottom of the barrel with that.
Exactly. It starts in 7.5 minutes. 7.5 minutes there, Hookie.
They'll show next gen, I think, because the delay was supposedly because of issues on previous gen. Yeah, that's my hopes. And we've been saying since, for a good maybe 6 months, that as much as it would suck, this should be next gen only.
Yeah,
and as a person who thought they were getting a PS5 and is now stuck on their PS4, day of release PS4, I still think Cyberpunk should be next gen only. It shouldn't be coming out on it. I don't want to play it on my PS4. And look, realistically, I could borrow your PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Right, so I could instantly upgrade for free to PS4 Pro. I don't want to play it on it. I want to play at its peak.
Look at this guy thinking he can take my PS4 Pro. Who do you think you are, huh?
Shut up, bro.
Who do you think you are, blood?
Shut up.
Fun. Adolf Dietler made Ben laugh. Made me laugh.
Tom Holland voiced by Daniel Craig playing Bond. What? When does the show start? Oh, we already answered that in 6 minutes, Fiki.
Yep.
Seems like a perfect match. I think if the PS5 performs the way we expect that it will, because we haven't really seen any of it yet.
Yeah.
You know? That, especially its SSD, I do genuinely believe in the next few years, PC rigs are going to be calling for that SSD.
Yeah.
The multi-lane, super fast, you know.
I mean, on the day that it was announced, and was it Tom? What's the guy's Epic's name? Tom Sweeney? Todd?
Yeah.
Todd Sweeney?
I think
Sweeney
it's it.
Todd?
I swear Sweeney Todd's the barber.
One of those ones.
That's the musical guy.
When he said about that the SSD is the fastest thing and like it's not even available in like PC stuff and whatnot, Linus Tech Tips, the biggest PC peasant in the world, immediately got up and rustled all of his feathers, started crying onto it, made a video about it, and then it turned out that he was exactly right, and then he made a whole apology video about it. So there is definitely something. It's definitely something PC players want, and it's going to get adopted. It will.
Yeah, I think, like I said, if it can do what it says it does within the next 3 to 5 years, PC rigs, like the good ones, will just be running that, and you have to pay the price for it, you know, and that's just that.
Let's kick it over here. So now we're going to be in the watch along portion of the stream where you guys can see the countdown there, and I'm going to flick on the audio just to check it's still going through.
Yep, no, Tom Holland is voiced by Troy Baker. Everybody's voiced by Troy Baker.
Everybody is voiced by Troy Baker.
So for anybody that's new and hasn't watched one of these with us before, we will mostly be quiet or try to be quiet.
Yeah.
But you are watching it with guys. If we see something that's important or they're just waffling about useless bullshit, because there's a lot of useless bullshit in these things,
mainly coming from Sheps,
mostly for me, then we will talk over them, and if you have any sense, you will talk over me. And you will not be listening at all.
They haven't said what might be in the episode yet. They did. There was a rumor from one of the like insiders who know CD Projekt Red and whatnot, saying that there will be PlayStation 5 footage soon. Whether it's in this event, we don't know. Whether it's going to be separate, we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
I mean, like we said, it's good enough for us to put it in the title and leech views, but we don't know, so it's a guess. Alex says he's voiced by Troy Baker. I mean, everybody is.
Everyone is, yeah.
It's time for Crazy Eyes again. What?
Crazy Eyes. Oh, Crazy Eyes. It's an Uncharted reference. Isn't it?
I don't
it is. I think it is.
I didn't play that shit. Oh, Holly. Holly is very Crazy Eyes.
Oh, Holly, fuck. My bad. Holly Bennett.
She does have that insane psycho killer look. She just...
Do you know what?
It's like... What it is when someone tells you, look at the camera, and she's just gone...
Yeah, the thing is, you can be like, we're on camera. Every now and we're like, we look around, we act like that.
You look at the screen, you look around. She's like, look at the camera. And because of that, it's very psycho killer. She doesn't break eye contact. It's like she's having a staring contest with you, except she's not having a staring contest with you. She's looking at a camera, but we know we're looking at people.
Yeah.
That's the big difference, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Look.
Fire demons. Smokeless fire. Must kill him. You killed Sully. No. This can't be real. No. Can't be real. Gotta get out. Gotta get out.
I hate you guys so much.
Oh.
She has to read the script. Yeah, she has to read the script, but I mean, reading the script, it doesn't take too much to practice reading. Like, if the camera's just in front of the script, it doesn't take too much to practice reading from the script and making it sound natural. Like, all of this is all pre-recorded, obviously, right?
Pre-recorded. We always do this, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
These events are always pre-recorded for us, yeah.
Yeah, we pre-record all of this. So, and look how natural this comes out.
Exactly.
2 natural dickheads. She's Aktla. What?
Who's Aktla? Oh, that's an Uncharted reference.
What?
Yeah, it's an Uncharted reference.
Can we only reference good games, please?
It's an Uncharted 3 reference, that one there. Yeah.
Fire demons. Smokeless fire. That's all I have to do to frick with you. Oh no, reading from a script on a screen is easy. You just got to glance at it time to time. It's a little bit more than that. You'd be surprised how quickly you forget what you just read.
I haven't played Miles Morales yet, Fan. I'm hoping to get that in the. I hope to play it when I get a bit of time and whatnot.
Yeah.
We tried a few things out, but yeah, soon. I tried the Spider-Man remaster. Sorry.
D saying he made Shep's me reading the Fire Demons thing my ringtone. But
Did you read that one time?
I mean, other than just now, I don't remember doing it. Can we only reference good games? It's a good life we have, brother. Yeah, true dat.
All right, less than a minute, lads. Less than a minute, and we're going to get into
this about the music
wow.
in the game, according to Hookie. That's cool because I've been really digging the cyberpunk music, and by that I mean things like chipping in and stuff. You know, I'm chipping in. Yeah.
Technically, this one shouldn't have happened because it would have been the release day. So.
Yeah,
maybe they are going to stretch it a little bit and put something that's not.
They may be scraping the barrel on this, but you read it out last night, Ship.
Hey, how's it going, man? Oh, did you read it out last night?
Did I? When was I online?
Remember the Goodbye PS4 stream?
Oh yes.
Your memory's great. It's great. It's fantastic. I mean, mine's not any better.
I did forget that. I don't remember the past. I only look to the future. It's the difference between you and me.
PS5 is there, but at least
I'm a big Run the Jewels fan. Great to see. Oh yeah, Run the Jewels was pretty good.
Here we go, boys. Turn on the audio. Let me know if the audio's good, balanced, everything like that.
My poor base PS4 life ain't gonna run this game. No, and we don't think it should. I think it needs to be next gen.
All right.
What we got?
Hello and
Hey, Holly.
Hi, Psycho Eyes.
The show from us at CD Projekt Red, where we talk about all things Cyberpunk 2077.
Wow, blink.
Yeah, please.
Blink.
It's really, really disturbing.
Today's episode with a new trailer that will take a closer look at
Okay.
Johnny Silverhand.
Nice.
Before we go behind the scenes with Keanu Reeves.
Woo!
Okay, yeah, good enough.
To English adaptation director Boris, who will tell us exactly what it was like to work with him.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good one.
It's gonna be good.
Woo!
And the music's solid.
Before we take a look at the
Blink,
Jolly
Holly.
technology, which is powering facial animation in Cyberpunk, and unveil a new
Oh,
My Reward scheme.
the widget
which
code.
anyone
That's
can
it.
take part in.
Nice.
No matter which platform you'll be
Siri's gonna be in the game.
Gotta be.
Gotta be. Siri and Geralt. She's gonna bring Geralt to here from a side mission. Please.
Episode, and it will be our final episode. Of
Final episode.
Yeah.
Before the game launches on December 10th. So, let's get going.
Doubt.
Is Holly a lizard?
Doubt. Yeah. All she had to do to be any more sus would be to like lick an eye. You know?
Johnny Silverhand. All right, let's do it.
Where'd you even come from? How are we even talking? Gotta get out of here, understand? And I'll kill anyone who gets in my way.
You weren't dreaming, B. Those were memories. You two are connected in a way I can't make head or tail of.
Who?
I'm telling you, he's skinwalking you. Corpo V looks sick.
Johnny Silverhand. Real talk of the town back in my day.
She died like forever ago.
You say there's an actual terrorist in my head. Right now.
He burned down half the city just to prove he was right. And bring the other half just for fun.
What do you want from me?
This is a good trailer.
Destroy Arasaka. I don't even know what that means. Do whatever it takes to stop him. Defeat him. Gut him.
He already tried to take over your body. You know, just for a little while.
Hear me, asshole? A bullet to the fucking brain. Get out. Just get the fuck out.
That Porsche does look good.
Tell me how to get rid of it.
You don't have much time left.
This is a fucking trailer.
It's definitely making it look like Johnny Silverhand might be the bad guy or a bad guy or a potential bad guy.
Yeah.
And you're a cunt. Together after all.
Merked.
That's
Take
good.
that, V.
I liked it. I liked it.
We like
V for
to share
cunt.
things with you, and other times we like to keep secrets, and it can be worth it for that big reveal. Pretty sure nobody was expecting to see Keanu Reeves on
No.
stage at
We
E3
won't.
2019.
You're breathtaking.
So let's go behind the scenes to see how Keanu Reeves brought rocker boy Johnny Silverhand to life. You could say it's breathtaking.
You could say.
Cyberpunk 2077, Johnny Silverhand. I've had the opportunity to do voiceover a few times. I've worked on a cartoon. I had done some documentaries. I've never done this much. You know you don't gotta speak out loud to talk to me. And I've processed some shit. Changed my mind. Don't want you dead anymore. You know, and got to play a character in so many kind of different ways because of different paths or threads or choices. So you almost get to play one moment, say you have a decision, would you take a bullet for, with 3 different behavioral attitudes. So that was fun. You know, Johnny's either a dick, or he's happy, or he's trying to convince. You know why? Because you've always been a fucking pussy, Carrie. So it's been fun, and that was kind of what I was interested in. You know, the different options that the game could play.
This sounds exactly like what we've been asking for.
Yeah.
Motion capture, baby. Johnny Silverhand. So one of the first elements that I was involved in with the game was motion capture. I've done a fair bit of motion capture. I did it with in the Matrix films. So to
Basically
start-
made it,
What?
right?
He was in the Matrix?
It's all very familiar to me. The only difference, I think, technologically was how close they were going to real-time review. But creatively, it was very familiar in the sense of starting a library of gesture and the toolbox, let's say, for the animators to work with for the character.
So one of the criticisms was people said his voice acting sound phoned in, but I just think that's the way Keanu Reeves speaks.
Yeah, he speaks different to normal
He has an
people.
unusual.
It's very
tempo.
him.
Yeah,
Him.
I like it anyway.
Yeah.
Fighting for his survival. So he's kind of got all of these things leading into the moment of this guy. It's really a kind of an interpretation, because I think there's a Johnny Silverhand in all of us. He's got a lot of energy. He's got a good sense
Is
of
that
humor.
guy V?
If not a little.
Might be.
He's very passionate.
I don't know what V's male voice actor looks like. Shit, do you think he had to do this twice?
He had to do it multiple times.
No, but I
think.
mean like with the male and female V's.
Probably.
For the mocap, right?
No, you're wrong. He wants to change the world, you know? He has a cause that he wants to fight against the corpocracy. Come on. Don't tell me you're not interested. He's kind of looking for a different kind of freedom. Corpse of Love controlled our lives, taken lots.
Milfgard.
Milfgard. I am going to be invading
her
Milfgard, I swear.
Something bigger. We thought I had a cause.
That was some good acting there. Just in that little snippet there.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
He's great.
God.
Troy Baker did a really good job with his face mask.
Yeah.
It actually looks like Keanu. Yeah, I
looks
agree.
like it.
It's crazy. I'm going to lose so much time to this game.
But it's not just quests.
Yeah, it is Adam Smasher, that big Borg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you? How do you want to play the character?
If I gotta kill, I'll kill. If I need your body, I'll fucking take it.
I told you he was skinwalking us.
Problem solving different
This is
ways.
great.
And where you go in this world, there's so much detail. There's so many different things that you can go off into that are really interesting.
That looks good.
And fun. There's a real drama to the game and emotional stakes to it. And then there's lighter sides to it. And of course the music, production design, technologically, how cutting edge it is. I don't think there'll be a game that looks like this. Yeah, it's intense.
Shit. Keanu got me fucking hyped again, man.
Yeah.
It lulled when we got the little last delay, but fuck me, I'm back up there again. Let's go, boys.
Just all they had to do was roll B-roll of Johnny.
All
and
they needed.
boom.
God damn it. Here we go.
Before we get into what it was like to actually work with Keanu Reeves, was it always him that you imagined as Johnny Silverhand? Was there anybody else that you ever considered having for the role?
Yeah, Holly, it was a long, arduous, extended process to imagine.
That's the narrator
what Johnny
guy.
Silverhand is supposed to look
Is
like,
it?
what he's supposed to sound like, what he's supposed
Is
to
it?
act like. Everybody and their great-grandmother seemed to have an
Fantastic.
idea. And the process actually involved a lot of people: game director, character artists, writers, marketing staff. I could go on. You know, we cast a pretty broad net initially. We considered actors. We considered enlisting actual rock stars, you know, band frontmen to play the role. At one point, we even toyed with the idea of taking and reviving a recently deceased, longtime luminary of the recording industry. Now, some might say that it was a pipe dream to assume that we could do that technologically or otherwise. Well, I'll see you that pipe dream and raise you another, because one could easily say that it was a pipe dream to assume that we could successfully pitch to and ultimately enlist Keanu Reeves to play the role.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
I'm sure this is on everybody's mind right now, but what was it?
Yeah, why didn't they come to me?
With Keanu Reeves?
Come on.
Even he said in the
I could have
video,
done it.
This was like
Keanu's probably
nothing
better.
he'd ever done before.
A question that I'm sure anybody
They
who
wanted
looks
Van
at
Halen.
more closely has to answer, and I get where it comes from. Keanu is a consummate professional. When he's at work, he's at work. He's completely and utterly focused. To that work, he brings his talent, he brings his art.
In Bill and Ted, he didn't look good without the beard. There he doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, I agree.
And
What happened there?
The scale,
Keanu's got-
complexity,
Was it the hair? I don't know.
I get here. Do you know what? I think it was the hair.
non-linearities, the variation in attitude, mood, emotion that are required to achieve them. They can be difficult to get your head around. And if you take all of Johnny Silverhand's bits, you know, his screen time, it's like doing the equivalent of many, many feature film roles put together. And we covered all that in a handful of mocap sessions and under 24 VO recording sessions of 4 to 6 hours each. And that took focus, it took control, it took dedication,
Shit.
all of which
Yeah, I mean,
Keanu provided.
if you watch any of the extras from Keanu's
So tell us a little
other
bit more
movies,
about the
they're all like,
character
yeah,
of Johnny Silverhand.
the problem with
Why
Keanu
he's
is
important
getting him
for
to
it.
stop
But
working.
also,
He's a
why
fucking
is it
machine.
important to
Yeah.
have him played by
Damn.
a powerful
Yeah.
personality?
Okay, how do I do this without spoiling too much for gamers? In the broadest sense, I'd say Johnny Silverhand is a co-protagonist of the game rather than a sidekick. I mean, there are buddy bits in the game, but in the end, Johnny has an agenda and he pursues it, and V has an agenda and has to pursue that. And to get things done, V and Johnny have to work together. Some of the things they do are V's, and some of the things they do are Johnny's, and some of them are important to both of them. That bond.
I wanna play this game.
Yeah, I'm fucking hyped, man. I'm fucking hyped.
Agendas become equally
Wake the
important.
frick up, samurai.
His continued existence becomes equally important. For any gamer or viewer or reader, what you have to do is create that bond between them and the protagonist.
Soon it'll be Troy Baker, voiced by Keanu Reeves. Yeah, true that fan.
Lovable to them. With that understanding, even when they do something not entirely admirable or say something reprehensible, you stay committed, you stay involved, you stay bonded to them. And there's no denying casting a powerful personality, somebody who exudes charm by the truckload, helps to further all that.
So, Boris, can you tell us, like, what does Keanu bring to Johnny Silverhand?
What Keanu brings
he's
to Johnny
Keanu Reeves.
Silverhand is nothing more and nothing less than Keanu.
There you go.
I told you, called
A
it.
string of adjectives.
Can you turn the
But
stream
I,
up? Yeah.
kind of think that would be borderline insulting because it wouldn't begin to do him justice. To anybody who's seen the applicable movies, Neo is Keanu, Keanu is Neo. John Wick is Keanu, Keanu is John Wick. John Constantine, Johnny Mnemonic, Jonathan Harker, Johnny Utah. They're
There's a lot of Johnnies. A lot of Johnnies there.
He knows how to play a Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny Silverhand
That sounds so
will
straight.
be Keanu. To my mind, at least, star power is a fact and an important factor for broad sections of the audience out there.
So, can you give us some more information about the process of motion capture, right? Because we saw you
Can we
in
make
the
a
video,
game
you know, doing
of
some
Eddie,
of it, but really, how
where
does
Eddie
it
is
work?
voiced by Shakespeare.
I'm walking around
I
with
wish
your
I could,
voice.
Hobbs. I'm really no mocap expert, and I can.
Constantine's a good movie.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's not amazing. It doesn't set the world on fire.
It's good.
It's great.
To me, it was a fine day in LA, and I put on a wonky-looking bodysuit with the globules all over it, and I put on the head cam, And then we proceeded to block and then play out scenes between V and Johnny, and we did it over and over and over again.
So is he the voice
As we
of V?
did that, I
I
must have
think
poked
he
Johnny
is.
in the chest hundreds of times, and I must have yelled "fuck off" at Johnny 35 times, you know. Well, I never expected to be doing any of that. No, I never imagined I'd be doing any of that.
Well, Boris, thank you so much for joining us. Your voice in the studio is quite iconic. So whenever I talk to you, I feel like I'm in a trailer. It's amazing.
He's the voice of he's the narrator of the trailer, I know.
Well,
The 2018
there's,
trailer, I remember it from
yeah.
specifically.
Era synthesizers to body heat
But is he
radio.
V? He must
It's
be.
time to explore the original score and just some of the radio stations.
We might have to turn this down a little bit because it's going to be copyright music. So sorry about this, lads.
The problem is, like, it's a game though. Like,
Score is the main
Actually, that's the thing.
vessel of
CDPR
movies and video
wouldn't
games.
strike it, right?
Cyberpunk
Because the
2077
CDPR.
is no different.
surely.
We're gonna risk it this
It
one
actually took
time
us a
because we haven't had any
long
bad
time
trouble
to
from
find
them
the
in the
right
previous
True,
ones.
true,
color
So let's
of
give
the
it.
music.
And we've done a lot of Witcher stuff in the
Getting
past.
that sound together is almost as important as the actual look of the game itself, because the music is really helping you feel this
BPR
emotional
gaming
connection.
copyright.
Where's your license for this music? That sounded very doomed for a second.
Yeah, doesn't it? Oh, this world.
It's pretty degenerate, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I'm a degenerate as well.
So one of the
So are you. We're
True,
both degenerates.
true. Yeah, we have no
cyberpunk
dignity.
genre out
Oh,
of the 80s and give it a 90s flair. We took elements from rave, IDM, industrial, and make them fit our narrative purposes.
We've decided that close to the 100% of our music would be purely electronic.
That's why we tried to stick to analog synths as much as possible, so it's got a warmth to it.
I'm super proud of the team we've managed to gather for this project.
For me, it was basically
That's
Thank
cable
God.
management right there.
Yeah, for sure. Thank God Stormzy isn't in it like in Watch Dogs.
Oh, thank fuck.
Great, I can be myself. I can make music, and it comes
behind
from
it.
an honest place.
Fuck is
I
that?
love the fact that
Like
the
a
music
Dalek flew
in
up
this
in it.
game is so varied. So we have some tracks that are super dirty, super heavy, and then we have some tracks that are very beautiful and ambient. I'm using all kinds of different effects. So it's been great to be able to experiment with the sound and the style.
Dude, I want to experience this whole thing. The score, the gameplay, the different options, dialogue, the droogs.
Get it in me. Just put it in my veins.
Cyberpunk, please.
Please.
In my veins.
It's all
I
about
need it.
making you feel
Yeah,
like
that Asian chick's pretty. Yeah.
That scene from Johnny's point of view. So I don't think it's that we'll play as him. I mean, we may do, but I think a big tension factor in this game is that Johnny has taken over V's body, and that's going to be a do you coexist or do you kill him, or like get rid of him? And if you try to get rid of him, he could maybe kill you. He
Yeah, I was
becomes
gonna
like
say,
the big
does he kill
bad.
you?
ended
Yeah.
up having over 7.5 hours of music.
Hey, he's got the same
Working on
chair.
Cyberpunk has just been insane.
What the fuck was he using right there?
I feel like that's some
That I've never
fancy
worked with such a bunch of mad people in my life, and
synthesizer.
mad,
It's like something he just cobbled together himself, just piles of fucking motherboards and just stuck it together.
I do love this
The gear
little
that we
riff.
use comes out of boutique shops, or they are vintage synthesizers like this Polybox.
Yeah, it's an old synthesizer.
I really hope all this effort put into creating this score pays off with
It's
satisfying
surprisingly
and
close to like
enjoyable listening and
Doom.
gaming experience.
Not obviously Doom's heavy metal, but like it's got that same like beat under it, and
I think they did probably take some creative
juice.
Young man, stand here.
Inspiration.
Ooh, I love
Inspiration,
this town.
that's the
Love
word.
it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her. And now, a shout out to all the lowlifes over at the Atlantis. Ladies and gents, here's that all-time classic in Night City.
I saw this music video.
Yeah.
It was actually okay. It grew on me.
Yeah.
It grew on me.
A lot of these
We've
songs
invited
you need to listen to a
artists
couple of
from around
times
the
and then
world.
suddenly you're like, yeah, I like this.
Shit, I like it.
Yeah.
What?
Write and produce songs just for us for this project.
The soundtrack for Cyberpunk is insane. So the soundtrack being all the songs that they've got going on, whether it's on the
On the
radio or the
duals,
background, all these
Yeah.
just amazing bands.
We've got over 150 custom genre-bending tracks, all waiting for you to discover them by yourselves.
You know, the reason I wanted to be a
Oh,
part
the
of
radio is
Cyberpunk
going to be on then.
Well, basically, I know The Witcher is super sick, and then I actually got to play a preview of the game,
No,
which was
it's
fucking
because
I've always
Elon
wanted to do something
got,
related to video
got
games,
made the
so
truck for them.
I was pretty excited when this came in, and it was like an instant yes.
I was kind of imagining what it would be like being a character in that game.
Rambo.
A person that's a musician
That's the name.
in this world and this time has grew up in that space.
I had that toy when I was younger, that little robot thing. Oh my god. Did anyone notice it? The little robot in the corner. It didn't do anything great, it would just go forward and its arms would go up and down. But you could attach a tray to it and it would deliver drinks to you.
Genre bending, we got water bending, all the bending.
All the benders.
Big benders, confirmed.
Big
For
benders
those of you who
confirmed.
can't wait to hear more from our composers, we're going to be releasing a special 6-track Cyberpunk 2077 EP
Blink, Holly.
featuring tracks from the game's original score onto streaming services for you to enjoy for free. And
When?
they'll be live at the end of this episode.
Lovely.
You can give them a listen
Sweet.
later.
Dan.
In addition, if you're planning on live streaming Cyberpunk,
We
or
are.
if you just want to make videos, we
We
want
will.
to introduce you to a new mode that will allow you to disable certain copyrighted tracks.
Good stuff.
We know that for content creators, licensed music can sometimes be problematic.
Thank you.
So with this
Thank
new
you.
mode, you'll be able to disable a small number of selected tracks which could cause some issues,
That's
replacing
good.
them with a different song, helping to avoid any problems.
Nice.
Thank you
If you're
very
going to
much.
be
That's
live
really
streaming
nice of
from
you guys to do
console,
that for us.
This will start
She
automatically,
blinked.
but you can toggle it on and
Did
off.
she, or
in the
did she just
options
lick
as
the
needed.
eyeballs, Suji?
And for PC players, you'll be able to turn it on and off in the game options. Don't forget, as with all episodes of Night City Wire, if you're tuning in late or if you just want to watch anything again, we will be uploading everything to our channels soon. Now from Polish to Chinese. When Cyberpunk launches, it will have VO in 10 different languages.
So
So
show
we're
us-
going to take a
that's-
closer look at the Jolly technology, which is ensuring
Just show us some
each and every
PlayStation
one
5
is as
gameplay.
authentic as possible.
So hi, my name is Sarah Watling. I am the CEO of Jolly Research in Toronto, Ontario.
So this is
video, we're gonna
this is
show
quite
you
interesting.
a little bit
They
about
instead
Jolly,
of
the
getting
software,
people to do the voice, the mouth
and
movements
Jolly
for
in
each one of the
action,
languages,
the
which would be
world
fucking
of
insane for the amount of
2077.
voyeur they've got. They adapted some sort of like AI system that understands how to read lips and sounds and whatnot, and they just inputted the text and it's making everything like that. And apparently it's all accurate.
Because I've had people complaining about the lip reading.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, but it's all in English. The English one would have been done by lip reading.
Apparently they're just saying that the lip mapping isn't amazing.
I see.
Is that supposed to sound familiar?
It's automatically generated
Seemed fine to me,
on a
though.
face based on audio dialogue,
That's no
audio
build.
speech from a voice actor.
And
Slow,
still
deep breaths.
Oh, baby.
Cortisol and adrenaline spikes.
Ah.
Soft activated your hormone blockers. Nothing happened.
Judy, my girl, I'm coming.
Jolly tries
I'm
to do
coming.
is it tries to get to the root
In both
of
more
what
ways
is
than
being
one.
expressed in the vocal cords and put that on a 3D character.
That's Rogue. Best fixer in all of Night City.
There is just an incredible amount of performance in this game.
Sure.
Okay, I don't know if that's good or not.
Yeah.
over
Hard
and
to
over
call,
and over
isn't it?
again at tremendous scale. Jolly is what powers every single character in the game of Cyberpunk 2077 in all of the languages that the game has been localized for.
Ahora escúchame. Este mierdas de Anthony Gilchrist. ¿Es tu contacto? Hat Infos zum Konvoi durchsickern lassen?
Yeah, I don't know. It does kind of look off there for some reason, but I don't know if it's true. I guess the other people in other languages will sing. Yo, it's Judy.
Instead of
We can just ask D, he speaks like a million languages. How's it look in this language? What about Czech?
Yeah, D, let us know.
You walk. You breathe, but you walk. You breathe, but you walk. You breathe.
If the lip sync is right, you don't notice. If
Yeah.
the faces match and match the performance, you don't notice because you're too busy paying attention to how awesome the game is.
Yeah.
How much you care about these
True,
characters.
like
how
a good
much-
soundtrack.
What you're gonna do. And that's
But
what
if you
we
get
want.
it
That
off,
to me is that's
no.
that's the sizzle.
You know?
You walk, you breathe.
That is what it sounded like.
Town a visit to tell him what's brought you here. Maybe even over a cup of coffee.
December 10th.
Now we're excited to reveal digital and in-game rewards for Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay, there we go. This is the Witcher
It's our
stuff.
way of saying thank you for your support. Now, every copy of the game comes with digital downloadable goodies such as the art book, the original score,
Sick.
and a digital comic, all from the Cyberpunk universe.
Sick. Yeah, boy.
But there's more. You can also claim in-game items for Cyberpunk 2077. For example,
December
you
10th,
could be rocking
2021.
the old school jacket for simply connecting the game
2027.
to your GOG account. And if you have other CD Projekt Red games, such as The Witcher or Gwent, you can get even more.
Yay!
And it works both ways. If you connect the game to your GOG account, you can also unlock special in-game items for Gwent, the Witcher card game, such as the
pretty
samurai-inspired
sick.
card and
Ooh,
coin
that's
back,
good.
and the breathtaking title. Now, this new My Reward program is for everybody. No matter which platform you're playing Cyberpunk on, you'll be able to get your digital goodies and in-game items.
Good stuff.
Now, this is just the beginning, and there'll be more items coming in the future, and we'll have more information on My Rewards soon. As always, don't forget that if you've missed anything or if you just want to watch again, we will be uploading everything to our channels soon. So before we take a look at that new gameplay trailer, we just want to reveal that a number of games media from all over the world have been playing Cyberpunk
I've already got it, yeah.
2077, and you'll be able to read their latest impressions when this episode of
We don't
Night
trust
City
them, though,
Wire
so-
finishes. So you can go
They're all
and
going to say
check
it's
them
good.
out.
No, not just games media, but also influencers as well. So maybe they'll
They're
be.
all going to say it's good.
Yeah, they're all gonna. I mean, if it's great as well, they're gonna say it's good. So we have no way of knowing. Alright, new gameplay, lads. Ooh, what's going on here?
At CD Projekt Red, we dedicate ourselves to telling immersive stories. Yet with every new project, we set out to make our
Toby, you didn't
games
miss it,
bigger,
man.
more
There's still some
complex,
stuff to see.
deeply engaging.
There's a new trailer.
Let's get you home. Cyberpunk
Ooh, alright.
2077 marries
Very,
exploration of a vast open world with kinetic combat, story-changing player choices, and robust character development, all to bring you into our vision of the dark future.
You ever feel like a city doesn't give you a choice?
Yes.
You either burn alive in it,
Yes.
or you never existed at all.
Yes.
The
All-
year
all
is
of those.
2077. An economic crisis culminating in nuclear conflict has left America in pieces. With most of the continent degenerating into lawless war zones, people from all over have converged on the already overcrowded Night City, one of the world's last great megalopolises. A hub amassing the best in
It's
resources
ED209.
and know-how, and home to manufacturers of cutting-edge technologies. Night City continues to offer the promise of a civilized future.
What? No, no, this isn't happening. Oh, but it is.
But in the city's streets,
All about them arms.
a merciless struggle for power rages. Gangs, corporate agents, hustlers, religious cultists, politicians, and all manner of criminals strive to outplay one another. Ordinary people get caught in the crossfire.
Looking for justice. In Night City, I seek revenge. Much more feasible here.
In this world,
This makes it look alive.
consumed by
It's
never-ending
so- I can
conflict,
see some pedestrians now.
Sometimes only an outsider will get the job done.
Elizabeth tells me you have answers for us. I'm all ears.
And that's you, an urban mercenary, a cyber-enhanced gun for hire.
You seem to understand each other. Take this, too.
As a mercenary, you swear no allegiance. You've chosen the outlaw life and trust that your abilities will carry you up Night City's ruthless, underground social ladder.
Heart of Night City. That's it right there.
Yeah, I'm pretty
To
sure the
thrive
Iron
as a
Smashing
merc,
is a
you
brain
need the right
dance.
combination of gear, skills, and reputation.
Dex had a load to say about you. I hope he wasn't overselling.
With the money you earn, you can turn yourself into a living weapon, buying guns and enhancements in the hundreds.
Yeah, boy.
The man's son.
Oh.
Oh! City streets, you gain the experience you need to upgrade abilities and
The new
acquire
skill
perks.
tree looks great.
It looks
Combine
really
the right
good.
skills and gear to create a gunslinger with inhuman reflexes.
Oh, the droids, that's
runner with command of all surrounding tech.
what's that Matt Damon movie with the exoskeleton thing?
Elysium.
Elysium. It's like those bots from Elysium. Oh Jesus Christ!
He got hacked.
Oh fucking
In
that sucks. That sucks. That does.
2077, you steal a prototype biochip that can set you up for life.
Being filthy rich.
When the sealed container is ruptured, the only way to prevent the biochip from failing is to slot it into your head. It turns out it contains the digitized soul of Johnny Silverhand, a dead rocker boy with violence on his mind.
You mean to say there's an actual terrorist in my head right now?
He's out for revenge. Aims to bring down the megacorp that made the chip.
Do whatever it takes to stop him, defeat him, gut him.
What is in your head can shift the balance of power in Night City. The high and mighty will do anything to lay their hands on it.
Told you I'd end you someday.
The choices you make will shape your story.
We need this game.
And
This
determine
needs to
how
happen,
events
boys.
unfold.
I need a PS5.
Fuck.
But
We
not
got 3
everything
weeks.
in
We can
Night
do
City
it.
is a matter
We
of
can do
life
it.
and death. Sometimes it's about style, choosing your look, your ride, your pastime, who's at your side. Choosing how you spend your dirty
They
money.
picked Judy for who's on the side.
Oh, these vehicles. God damn it.
The mono sword, Matt. Those man displays, man.
Welcome
They
to the next generation.
strike fear
of
in
open
everyone,
world
don't they?
They're
adventure.
sick.
Immerse yourself in Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, boys. I'm on this, guys. I'm on this.
Yeah, it's sick.
Whew.
It's pretty sick.
Cool.
Yes. So,
that was great.
Boys, that looks... I mean, the problem is they show me one of these and all my doubts go away, and then within a few days they're back. You know, like, I really think a game that looks like that is going to struggle badly on previous gen.
I think so too.
So
shit, man. I mean, the thing is that the thing that we was most worried about was that the thing that we can't ever excuse is a bad story.
Yes.
It seems like they've got a really, really good story on their
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
The thing is going to be fun in terms of an experience. Now, whether or not they get it to work on these platforms, whether or not it runs smoothly is a different thing.
Yeah.
But at least they've got the core. They've got that spirit still there. And despite these delays, it's still intact. And we're gonna get it. We're gonna get
we
it.
hope so. Dan says it's not going to live up to the hype. I have a
Nah,
bad feeling.
Dan, after watching that, how can you feel that? I have my suspicions as well, my worries and whatnot, but after watching that, I feel like it's okay.
It depends, though. Like, in the West, the ultimate success story has been the father and their estranged offspring, like, kid growing
Yeah.
together. Like, they save the kid doesn't want to be saved, and they end up, like, forming this relationship.
Yeah.
We saw it with God of War. We saw it in The Last of Us. That's like the peak, the pinnacle story. The Witcher had like the next best thing, which is like find your lost kid. Because
Yeah.
it's the hunt for Ciri, right? And then there's that up and down when you actually find her and stuff. I don't think we're going to get anything like that. That's not to say there can't be an incredible story here. But I suspect story-wise... Like, look, Ghost of Tsushima was really good.
Yeah.
It was really good. But in comparison to those other games, the story is lacking.
Yeah.
In comparison.
Okay.
You know?
I see.
So I worry in that sense. Not that it won't be a good story, but that when we compare it to something like God of War, you won't be able to give it to Cyberpunk simply because God of War speaks to you more. Even though Cyberpunk, I believe, will be the better game. I believe it's going to have everything we want. All those different options. Incredible like story, incredible acting. All these games, all these gangs, I mean. It's going to have everything we wanted. And because it's missing that one piece, you just won't be able to give it to Cyberpunk. You're going to say God of War's still my favourite. Even though Cyberpunk, you will have to admit, Cyberpunk's better in every other way, but just that relationship. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. I can see those points there. I can see those points there. Maybe I'm doing the Nirok thing, where he looks at Doom with rose-tinted glasses and
I feel that.
and it's just everything about Doom is amazing and nothing can compare to it.
Yeah.
and maybe I've got myself so hyped up for this game, I still think, despite it being a different type of story to what we've known to be the best type of story out there, I think it's still going to be actually fantastic. I think this is going to be amazing.
I absolutely think it's going to be amazing. I just don't know if you'll be able to, like, I think 6 months down the line, when you're done playing it for like the 5th time,
will it be? And
you take a break and you do something else, and we say, okay, it's been 6 months. How do we feel? I think unless there is something in there, and there could be, absolutely could be, but I'm not sure about it. That you'll say it's incredible. I just prefer God of War. I think is what you'll end up saying.
Possibly,
which is not to take anything away from Cyberpunk. I think it's just that how good that story, that the father and their son story is to like us.
Also, the God of War story is kind of like pure and distilled down to this thing, whereas this is meant to be open and branching and going all kinds of directions.
At the end of the day, you don't have that many choices in God of War. There's almost nothing, right? You just follow the story.
You're shepherded into this very good story.
Exactly. So they're very different. I just think what you'll end up saying is I give it to God of War because of that. But I mean, it could be sick. I feel like this could be like the Mass Effect thing where like because you get all those stories, and like Mass Effect did not have the father and their kid story, and I think those are incredible stories, you know. So I want it to be good. I am not playing it. I'm not playing it on current gen.
Yeah.
So if it comes out and I don't have a PS5, I'm not going to play it. I'm just not. It will not run properly on a PS4.
Yeah, it's not going to do it justice at all as well.
At all.
Dan's saying, "Don't hype yourself up." Frick you! I'm hyping myself up so much. I'm going to do it right now on stream. I'm going to turn the camera up so I can masturbate underneath the table as well. I'm that hyped for it. I'm that hyped.
Hell, Keanu came out and in the new SpongeBob movie and was very mad. Oh wait,
What? He was in a SpongeBob movie?
I mean, I could believe he voiced someone. I didn't notice you changed your T-shirt, Lamau. Oh yeah,
I did. The other one actually, because I wore it all day, and I was like, I'm starting to feel a bit weird in it, so I thought I'd change it out.
I mean, that's a good point. It's a good point. I mean, it's High Quality Potato goes, "How dare you, Shep's grunt is Shepard's son." I mean, yeah, I suppose you could say that. But dude, you gotta play Mass Effect. Or play the remasters when they come out.
There's too many things to play. I mean, did you know we just started a new generation of games?
Do you know, I actually did hear a rumor about that.
A rumor.
I haven't heard much about it, to be honest.
It's probably not going to be that big.
Yeah. I mean, do you know what? In fairness, right? Because Tevye raised a really good point. Johnny Silverhand getting revenge. A revenge story is great. The Last of Us 2, it's a revenge story game.
Yeah.
It's not as good as the father and their kid story.
Yeah.
Except, you know, that last scene at the end with Ellie and Joel makes the whole game.
Yeah.
Right? That flashback to the fact that they had just got things back on track and then it was all taken away. Yeah. If they can make us care about Johnny enough, I agree. But it's a big if, because that whole thing with Ellie and Joel, we had an entire game dedicated to just those two characters and their relationship beforehand. So I missed Ed's reaction to Judy in the bed. Was it glorious? I thought you were going to freak out because they said your partners or your relationships, and they picked Judy. I thought you were going to go nuts.
So can I be brutally honest?
Did you just nut all over the inside of your trousers?
Can I be brutally honest? I was checking the comment section at that exact moment, and I saw you react, and I was like, "What did he react to?"
I was like, "What?"
I can't phone it in. I don't know what it was.
I wasn't. I was like, I saw Judy, and I stopped looking. I was like, "How's he going to react?" And nothing.
I didn't see it,
Nothing.
so I'm going to be watching this back to try and find out.
Yeah. Honestly.
Oh god.
Honestly, I think this game is going to be incredible. And what I really want to see is where it will change. My opinion on this will change is. If the story is like pretty good, which I think it's going to be at least very good, if it's markedly different based on a few things, like is it very different if you're a corpo? Because Johnny Silverhand hates corpos.
Yeah.
So if you're a corpo, there should immediately be something different to there if you're a nomad, for example, right?
Yeah.
And if it's quite a different game from basic things like stuff that your V can't control, like are they a nomad? Are they a street kid? And they get treated very differently.
Yeah.
Like I want to see sexism in the game. I want to, like if you're a female street kid V, I want you to be treated differently to if you're a male corpo or a male nomad. Like I want that in the game.
There are differences, so there should be differences in response.
Absolutely,
to it,
there should be some corpo that if you're a corpo kid, like respects you or acts in a certain way, and if you're a nomad and they're just like racist to nomads or whatever, like that should factor in. I want that to factor in. Same with the NPCs and their romance options. Like they've said, look, you can't romance all these options because these are characters, and if this character's gay, doesn't matter what you do, you're not their preference if you're not like the same gender as them. So
Sheps wants to be discriminated against. You heard it here first, people.
Damn straight.
Bit of racism. Who doesn't want that? Sheps, you should get a job at Ubisoft.
That's right, mate. Do you know why I was beefing at Ashraf? Because he was doing a poor job.
He was doing a poor job.
I'll teach him how to really get this, really get their bigotry on. Calm down, Ashraf. Yeah. But look, characters act certain ways. People have different biases, and I want that to be in the game. And I want Johnny Silverhand to react to you differently if you're a corpo, right? He should react to you very differently if you're a corpo. And if this is a really good story, that the first time you play it as the street kid male V, and the next time you play it as like the corpo female V, if they're almost entirely different games and they're just as good, best game ever made. I will call it, probably. Yeah. So,
I wanted to say I'm much more into, and I've got a kind of a handle of where the story's going to go now based on that last trailer that we saw.
Yeah.
Because I was like, how are we going to get Johnny Silverhand in your head? How are you going to get hold of the chip that everyone's looking for, which is going to grant like immortality and that sort of thing like that? How is this thing going to get started off? Why would you be with Johnny Silverhand? What's Johnny Silverhand going to be seeing? I had no idea what was going to go on. And then we finally got a little bit of information where it was, you're doing some sort of job, you're trying to get this chip. The chip is about to explode. The only way to save it is to shove it in your head. Then when you shove it in your head, you get Johnny Silverhand in your head. That is what makes it amazing. I think.
D, what did you clip?
Oh, D, what did you say?
What did you clip?
What did you say, D?
What done you did? What did you do?
God damn it.
What did you do, D?
Sorry, I got a phone number that's called me 3 times back to back. Let me see what's going on.
I'll jam the comments. The immortal chip, you get betrayed. Yeah. Oh shit, chip's exposed. What did was it the I want some bigotry or something in there? Motherfrickers, never say anything on the internet. Games started to charge £5 for delivery, even on pre-orders now. To be honest, if I'm paying $4.99 or something, or $4.49, $5, and I get the console, doesn't bother me too much personally, as long as I get it. Sheps will teach Ubisoft how to get away with it. Yeah, true that. I'm looking forward to playing Cyberpunk, Nomad, and Street Kid. Dude, I think all of it will be good. Nomad, Street Kid, Corpo, plus all the decisions that you make in-game. Like, I don't know, I could see this being really good. I could also see it not exactly flopping, but really underwhelming from what we've bigged it up to be, from what they've shown it to be. Nice job, D. Okay, great. So it's definitely good blackmail material. I'm intrigued on Cyberpunk 2077 and how your choices are going to affect the story. Yeah, man, that's the big deal to me. I want your decisions to actually really make an impact, and even at a small level. You know what this game is missing? Some bigotry. Sheps 2020. There we go. That is an exact quote with all the context you'll ever need. I'm gonna be a complete serial. Oscar's like, I'm gonna be a complete serial killer. I'm just gonna start murdering hookers.
What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Just want to say thank you as well to everybody for taking the time out of your day. We've got a decent number of people in our streams nowadays, man. We're doing great. We're doing good stuff. It's really good. Really encouraging for us.
Yeah. And do you know what's really interesting is I think all of them have actually spotted that donation link in the description down below.
They did.
Yeah.
The only thing we want you for. Come on.
Bugsnax is perfect in every way. So much racism. Sheps 2020. That is exact. I actually
That's
said
what
that.
he
I
said.
do remember saying. I will say actually, Bugsnax looks surprisingly good because of it. We turned it on right, and it was surprisingly dark, and there was a surprising amount of dark humor in it, and people were just giving you shit in it. Like, I could actually see Bugsnax being a very good game. I'll be interested to play it. If I get a PlayStation 5.
Oh god, they've sent me the screenshot. Oh.
No. You know that invest meme? No. I mean, I played Oblivion. I killed everyone. Yeah, I mean, I think serial killer playthrough, doing like a Dexter playthrough, totally viable. You know, just murder everyone. I was a vampire and accidentally slept outside and woke up to the town attacking me while I was on fire. Yeah, that's gonna suck. James isn't streaming this, so...
Oh, so that's why everyone's here. I see. Actually, you guys should be here. We're the Cyberpunk guys. James is just some phony. He's some phony over there. He's bought an Xbox Series X so he can play his Valhalla. You can go over there for Valhalla content. Come over here for the Cyberpunk content.
True. I will genuinely want to know if it runs much better on your
Yeah.
PS5.
I'll try that out tonight, actually. I'm genuinely curious as well. Eddie is a god. Am I really? I'm more of a Buddha god.
You're like God, but like Kali. You know, Kalima, Top Day. If there's anything cyberpunk, you come to conversations.
That's right, Alex. Let everyone know.
True that.
The two cyberers, yeah.
Cybers, yeah.
We call ourselves cybro-punkers. That's what we call ourselves.
Oh man, I feel like we can do better than that.
Better than that? When I play Oblivion, I create an abomination and run around naked punching.
I mean, fair enough.
Why not?
I'm hoping I can get a PS5 this holiday season but my expectations aren't high. Yeah, Tevya, they're running few and far between at the minute. We had my one already pre-ordered and they were just like, yeah, we've had a problem and so you don't get it now. Yeah. And we don't know what the problem was, but like, you're tough. It sucks to be you.
Juice says, I wonder if you can do a viable no-kill playthrough in Cyberpunk. I pretty much doubt it.
Yeah, almost certainly no.
It's the world that you live in. The world is based on death and just killing and violence so much. It's going to be pretty hard to not.
I bet you can do a low kill count.
Yeah, you can try and do as little as possible.
Stealthing around stuff and stuff. But I would be almost certain that there are things you cannot get out of killing. You know, there will be a decision as a result. You were in a firefight. There's no way out of it. Like, you know, the closed room. You have to kill these guys to get out. Done. You know.
Yeah. Alex says, I think they're restocking around Black Friday and somewhere before Christmas. Definitely they will be. The thing is that we'd ideally like to get one for you before Cyberpunk comes out. That's what we really
ideally.
Want you
also,
to.
so that we can just play together. Simply
Yeah,
put, you know?
yeah. Do you know what? I have a little bit of a hope for tomorrow because there's a few places that are still going to be giving consoles. I want to try my best. I
mean, I'll be at work, so there's no way I'm gonna get it. You took the week off, or like Thursday off, didn't you? So
yeah.
Are you off tomorrow as well?
Tomorrow as well.
Cool.
Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to be purely on this.
Standard.
But Saturday we are going to be going on to do the True Gamer podcast live.
Are we doing it? If we're doing it live, am I coming here? I'm guessing that's.
If you want to come here, you can do.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's the plan.
I mean, if you want to come down here for that, that's fine. That's fine with me.
I wonder as a corpo, you could seek redemption and get revenge on the corporation who screwed you over. Yeah, I mean, who knows, right? The corpo could have a ton of different possible plays. It could just be that the play could be that you get caught with this chip or things go wrong and then you kind of get blacklisted. And the whole point is that you get your way back into the life.
Yeah.
There's tons of possible things here.
He does seem like a low-level corporate, like he's just joined, like he's not really sure he wants to be a corporate. That's the impression I'm getting anyway. And
we'll have to see, won't we?
Yeah, it's true. And then the first chance that he gets is just like, fuck it, I'm out of here, man. I'm doing my own shit. I don't need you guys.
So D, look, we could play together. We can still play together, but like we want to play together on PS5, and we also want to move forward in gaming.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love Ghosts of Tsushima. I'm not going to put it completely away. I'm still keeping like Battlefront 2. I'm probably going to fire that up a couple of times, but not too often.
Yeah.
You know, we want to move forward with games. We want to experience the new games ideally together.
Also, what's going to happen when, like, say he was playing on the PS4 and I was playing on the PS5, and then we're doing something in a game together, and then all of a sudden my console gets up and blows me because the new consoles do that. You're going to be, like, so jealous hearing me being blown by my PS5.
True that. So, Tevya, apparently the PS4 update doesn't come for a year. The PS5 upgrade doesn't come for a year anyway.
Yeah, it's going to be sometime in 2021.
Right. And
sometime.
I think the reason for that, I was actually talking to Rob earlier, or Rob sent me a message saying that they are doing that on purpose so they can keep the cost of the game low so that they won't get fricked on the sales, where people are going to be like, okay, it might not be amazing, but it is still only like $40 or $50.
Maybe.
It's not 70, 80, right? And then they get the free upgrade later on, you know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they did promise this next gen upgrade before the next gen consoles were going to come out. did they know they were going to delay? It gets into a murky area, doesn't it?
Also, if it's like, oh, buy it on PlayStation 4 for $40 or PS5 for $70,
Yeah.
well, I'll buy it on PS4 and just get my free upgrade. Do you know what I mean? So just why even bother with that? Just give everybody the game for $40.
Exactly, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, look, every time we see a Night City Wire, I get my hopes really high up. Then we do stuff like watching the Xbox footage, and I gotta be honest, both of them did not look. Xbox One looked awful. Xbox Series X looked okay, but even that looked a bit odd at times. Desperately need to see the PS5.
Desperately.
But even that, like, I'm still like a little bit concerned. But I'm hoping PS5 is going to look great. It's going to play great, and this game is going to be what we want it to be.
Yeah.
I really want it. I mean, in fairness, we're asking for this to be Game of the Decade. You know, pretty much.
We're not
straight
asking
away.
for much.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Just
Come
another
on.
God of War level game, but
Right.
with infinite choices and millions of different ways to play it. Simple.
Exactly. Oh boy.
Man, I just every time they show us a Night City Wire, my hopes go straight through the roof every single time,
Yeah.
and then they. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Devia's saying, so do you think this game will work better on PC? Almost undoubtedly.
We suspect that the ultimate way to play this will be on a beast PC. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the new graphics cards that have come out with the like, that are
Even
actually a bit
30
more reasonable than before.
3070
Yeah.
is going to be plenty, and most of those losers are going to be on like 3080s or 3090s or similar.
Exactly.
And that same AMD card.
Yeah, the AMD 6000 series, whatever it's called. Yeah.
I think that probably will be the way to play it. With that being said, I still feel like a game like this just is going to be more fun to play with a controller, which isn't necessarily to say on console, but with a controller. Whereas like a game like Fallout really should just be played on PC, and with the keys, because you got all that stuff. I don't know, man. It's going to be hard to tell. I just want it to run great on a PS5, and I want a PS5.
So that would probably be what you answer this question. Juice Source says, "What's your biggest concern for this game?" Probably running on the current gen consoles.
Even this current like next new gen, like the PS5 and Xbox Series X. I've got to stop saying the Xbox. The Series X and PS5. I am still a little concerned that it's just not going to have the depth of life that the city needs. Right, like we saw the Series X footage the other day. There are no pedestrians out on the streets. Now, it may have been like a certain area of town at a certain time of day. But yes, there were cars out and about, and that gives you the illusion of a living city. But where are the people going to and fro doing their normal stuff, right? I don't want that to be a get out of the car, walk down the alley. Oh, hey, here, it's had time to load in NPCs.
Yeah.
I want it to be kind of like GTA, except it's actually a live city, you know? So...
I'm confident. I keep going back to the GTA and Red Dead Redemption sort of thought, where it's like if they can get it done on there, there's nothing that I see in this game that's drastically so much worse that they can't handle people. They can't handle people. They're taking them all out because they can't handle them. But we need to see the evidence of that. That's what we need to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Game chapter. I'm very concerned with the latest footage. Yeah, agreed. Especially the Xbox footage. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's me. What?
I think because we mentioned him.
Oh, because we mentioned Juice. Yeah, I was like, yeah, it is you. We've been talking about you just now. I'm hoping when I get this on PS4, it runs great. Personally, you know, I still have my PS4. I'm not getting it unless I have a PS5. I don't feel like... I feel like it's too big of a game to have my PS4 running. Or even like if I borrowed a PS4 Pro, I feel like it needs to be running on the PS5. It needs it.
Yeah.
To be fair, the system requirements seem quite reasonable. I think it should be optimized quite well.
I think they were lowballing it.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would do that, because then it gives people a false sense of hope. But those were very reasonable, and I'm like, I mean, like some of those details this streaming PC could handle, and I was like, this ain't gonna handle no gaming.
Nah, I think they should have come out and been like, look, this isn't Crysis, but it isn't not Crysis.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
It's not Crysis.
Maybe the streets are empty for that mission. Yeah,
Possible.
possibly. It could be that the streets are empty for that mission. It could be the area of the town you're in and the time of day. Like if it was 3 a.m. in like really shitty area, yeah, you might expect there not to be people going to the grocery stores and stuff. Like, cool. but we also need to see more of the city, and I don't think it's unreasonable to show us more of Night City just driving around.
Yeah.
And seeing the people out there, and like the gangs randomly attack a person and stuff. Like you see that in GTA all the time.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know, man. I'm a little bit concerned. Not too concerned. My real concern is that they're trying to make it run on too many consoles. Like this should not be running on the Wii U. You know what I mean? Like, just accept that it's next gen and PC only.
My concern really is
SD, I
that...
know it would still be alive at that time. I'm just giving you a freaking example. I'm trying my best
What's
to
that?
like. Who's saying the big city would still be alive at night? I agree. I'm just trying to
come up with possible
I'm desperately
scenarios.
trying to make it work. You know. Tevye says, my best guess, this game was probably designed for next gen, but it was originally designed for PS4 and Xbox One. We shall see. This shouldn't be running on Stadia. Yeah, it shouldn't be running on Stadia.
They're really dedicated to giving those Stadia guys something to play.
I think this game was intended to come out in it was supposed to come in like 2018, 2019, something like that. They kept pushing it back. You know, it got bigger and bigger. Like, the game's been in development for what, like 9 years or something? So...
You feel me, baby, don't worry about it. I'll let you feel me.
What the hell are you saying?
It's a snippet from our PS5 stream. I think D has cut it out and put it on the no context conversations.
Yeah, Tevye, look, the game's been in development for 7 years. That's like God of War level of time, and God of War started from the ground up as well. So I think this was intended to come out on this current gen, and then it got bigger and bigger, and they realized the things that they could do, and then they saw the potential of next gen and future PC gaming's capabilities, and they were like, okay, cool, let's just keep going with it. And it got to a point where I feel like they just didn't have the heart to say, no, look, it won't run on current gen. And that is really what they should have done. They should have come out and said, look, this game's going to be great, but a side effect to that is you're going to need next gen consoles. And that totally sucks, but as a result, we're doing our best. It's going to be $40.
Yeah.
I think if they'd have said, look, it's next gen only, and we hate that we had to do that to you, but it's $40.
Yeah.
You know, and if you know, and we'll do our best.
I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this goddamn story. I know you're saying that you're worried that it might not be as good as all this stuff and whatnot, but it'll still be fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just it will never be able to compare to that kind of stuff that we know is proven and true. I am still on the other side that I think it's going to be different, but it's going to be just as great. And people are going to be like, yes, I put this on the same level as God of War. I think this is going to be the same. This is going to be a game changer. It's going to be a generation smashing title.
I hope so. And in fairness, right, The Last of Us, like The Last of Us 1, took a brand new character that we'd never met before, and in 8 hours, roughly, 8 to 12 hours, made us fall in love with them. The Witcher, which, it had other games and books before. My first experience with The Witcher was the Witcher 3 game. And it took characters that I'd never met before. And, like, I absolutely love Geralt. I love Ciri. I love their relationship. And even if Ciri hadn't been in it, I mean, you would have needed different motivating forces. But, like, I would have been invested in Geralt enough to see the game through, you know?
Yeah.
And so, it's definitely possible. What I'm really saying is that what I think is you will just say, it's incredible in every single way. I still give it to God of War, even though Cyberpunk's probably better. You know, that's what I'm saying, because it's just got the cheat code story match. You know,
Yeah.
But it looks great. This Night City Wire made it look great again. I loved the Night City Wire.
Yeah.
I'm freaking super hyped for this
I'm ready
game.
for it.
I'm so ready for it. I'm so ready for a PS5.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've got, I think it's 3 weeks now, right? 3 weeks until this game comes out. They are showing no signs of it being delayed in any way. We are doing great.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, you guys can take this all to the bank. It's never getting delayed again.
God, you said that out loud.
It's not going to be delayed again. You can take that to the bank. If anything ever happens, we will burn another PS5. We'll add it to the list. Take that to the bank, guys. It's never happening.
You're
you guys
paying
are cool.
for these PS5s.
It's fine.
We don't even have enough PS5s to play, and you're like committing to burning them. What is wrong with you? You're gonna push. This is why scalpers are gonna sell these things for $8,000 because people are gonna go. Well, if I don't pay for $8K from this scalper, some random dickhead in London is gonna
buy and burn it.
Right?
Honestly, I want him to burn another PS5. Damn right, Gamer Chat, we're gonna do it.
I mean, we could do a PS4. I'd be okay with doing an old PS4. We have a spare PS4. We could do that. But frick you.
But if it's not a PS5, then what are we gonna do? It's not. It doesn't have that
Let's
taste.
just get a bricked PS1 and stick them together. Super glue them together.
There
That's
you go.
enough. Good enough. PS5.
Done. Oh boy. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, man. I think it looks great. Also, I wonder if they're teasing Adam Smasher as much for a reason. Like, I don't know if it's just that he looks sick.
Yeah.
Because he does. He looks great, and it's really like part of the world building.
It's very different to like everyone has got cybernetics.
Yeah, but he's
he
a
is
full Borg.
a cyborg.
Yeah.
He's something different. Yeah, go on.
Or if he's going to actually be like a major thing. Like, I think Rob and I were talking. Like, we're all pretty certain what we initially saw is a brain dance, but he is a Borg. There's no reason to think he's dead. He would be like 80 or 90, right? Let's say at most he'd be 110. In this world, you can easily live to 110, easily.
The shot that we keep seeing, we only ever see that one shot of him like walking past in like a corridor. So it could very easily be this is just the replay of a brain dance, like you guys are saying. However, now with that last bit of footage that I saw, where it's like we've got into this corporate building and that's where they get the chip from, it makes me feel like that they did see him in the building when they went to go get that chip.
You're brain dancing the guy that got the chip.
Exactly. So he so he might be alive then and whatnot, but we just don't know. I wish we could see more.
I don't know about you guys, but I personally feel like brain dance is going to be a really huge part of the game. And I think if you spend the time to get used to it, like it'd be like Gwent. If you spent the time to learn Gwent in The Witcher, you realise that they actually gave you 2 games.
Yeah.
And they're 2 very good games.
This amazing card game, and then an open world RPG around it.
Exactly.
So strange.
Exactly. And so I think brain dance is going to be really good fun. But I also hope that it's one of those things where, like, if you're not running anything techie or netrunnery, like, you don't get that many brain dance options. Or if you do, you can't access everything. I want things to be locked. Like, if you're a solo, like, full body Borg type guy, you shouldn't have access to all that cool Netrunner stuff.
No.
So, I don't know, man. I'm really happy. What about you, man? What are you feeling? Any predictions, anything from what we saw?
I think I have this suspicion, and it's just a feeling. There's not really much. From where I see like stories going, is that there's going to be this like it's going to be a relationship that have been forced together between Johnny Silverhand and V. They're going to have there's some common interest that maybe they can work together. There's going to be some moments where Johnny takes over and really like pushes on V's boundaries. V does the same to Johnny. They strike a partnership. They become great, but then towards the end, one of them does something to betray each other. Maybe V realizes like Johnny really can't be allowed to go out and be by himself in the world. I have to end him, or maybe he ends himself, or something happens.
I hope
that's what I think for this.
I hope that like decision that starts taking you down one of those paths starts very small.
Yeah.
I hope it's like, oh, this is a throwaway decision. This ain't a throwaway decision. You make this decision wrong, and suddenly Johnny starts not to trust you, and like needs a body, and he's in a body.
Yeah.
You know. Like, and then you make another decision, and then by the time you realize that you're making big decisions in one way, you're in a dilemma. You can't. You've gone so far that even the best decision to get you back is a very bad decision for you and Johnny.
Yeah.
I want dilemmas, and CDPR know how to do good dilemmas. So.
Yeah. Tevia says I'm hoping that Johnny doesn't turn out to be a monster. Johnny Silverhand isn't a good guy. He's not a good guy.
He's just not the bad guy.
Yes.
Or not evil.
Yes.
But he's not good. Like, I did like to hear that. V literally says, so you're telling me I got a terrorist in my head.
Yes. So that's to give you an idea that he's not necessarily... But then again, people that label people as terrorists, they're not always bad as well. They like in Star Wars, bloody hell, they call the rebels terrorists.
Yes, exactly.
They're not terrorists, they're not bad guys. They're just
that.
Rebels against oppressive force.
Right. There is that one man's terrorist, another man's freedom fighter.
Exactly. So it's very interesting what's going to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
And he is a cunt as well. Every now and again, he calls him like a fucking cunt and stuff like that. It's a very strange relationship. It's going to go up and down, back and forth.
Wow, Dan, thank you.
What's he saying?
Terrorists aren't always bad guys. Conversation.
Official quote. Put
Take
it on the
it to the
box.
banks, boys.
Put it on the box, boys. Put it on the box.
God damn it. Frick.
All right. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about, or should we wrap this up?
Nah, man, I think we can wrap it.
I think we're good as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, I was going to say boys and I was going to say guys at the same time. So, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of the Night City Wire Live Reaction.
Thanks for gaming with us.
It was pretty cool to talk, and it was pretty cool to get some theories out there, to get excited for this game. It comes out in just 3 weeks' time now.
Poor Luke. As soon as I get here, it stops.
Luke.
As we've interrupted our outro, Rob just raised a really good point.
Yeah.
The corporation has had 57 years to gaslight Johnny. So he probably looks way worse than maybe potentially you would have thought back in the day.
Yeah.
And I want to see that.
I want to see that too.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you for hanging with us.
Yes.
Night City Wire is cool on its own, but it's so much more fun hanging with you guys.
Yeah.
So much more fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next stream that we did. We did 3 back-to-back streams, like last night and yet this morning, yesterday.
I'm knackered.
I'm knackered as well, but it was good fun, and we had some good talk. We will catch you guys all in the next one. Saturday will probably be our next live event.
Yes, yeah.
Check us out for the True Gamer Podcast live, and we got to talk about the PS5 and everything that's been going on.
Yeah.
And I'll catch you in the next one, bro.
Yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.
Let's go. Catch you later as well, guys.
Hey guys, thanks for hanging. Great stream, man.
Yeah, we did good.
These are fun.